Hey yo, Leo, and welcome to your week of June 21st, 2021 tarot reading. About to hit you up with a general vibe card here, and then we're going to do 4 card spread, past, present, future, and an outcome, and clarifiers for all those cards. Hopefully everything's going good. But remember, Leo, I'm about to run into a sales pitch here. But remember, these are general readings, so just take what resonates, leave the rest, right? Don't make something fit that doesn't. Remember always that if you try to force a fart, it's probably poop. So we'll just keep that in mind as we go about the reading, right? So let's see what we got for your general vibe card here, Leo. Wow. I just did Aries reading, so maybe you want to check that out after this one, but we've got the Armadillo Spirit here. The Armadillo Spirit says set healthy boundaries, so that's what you need to do this week. It's just good in general to set healthy boundaries, but especially if you're dealing with new people this week, set some healthy boundaries. Like tell them, I'm not comfortable with this or whatever, just to let them know, because if they respect your boundaries, that's a good person. You probably want them in your life. But if they don't respect your boundaries, then that's a toxic person. You don't want them in your life, right? If they don't understand that like no means no, then like obviously there's something not right there, right? So I thought I just shuffled in a card that wasn't supposed to be there. Maybe I'm losing my mind, Leo. Who knows? But I dated a girl that didn't know the meaning of that. Like, I tried to set healthy boundaries with her, and she absolutely did not like that. She did not like that at all. She didn't know no means no, and she's not in my life anymore, thank God. So, but before we get into the reading, remember, Leo, you can always leave a comment down below. Let me know where in your chart is Leo, and you can also, of course, come back to this video next week, and let me know is things been going according to the reading or not. I always like to hear what's going on. Hopefully it's all good, right? So let's get to your reading here, Leo. All right. So in your past, Leo, we got you, the Strength card. This is awesome. So you're starting off with a bang here. In your past, you've been very, very strong. So whenever you come up in your own reading, it's particularly strong, right? It's a good sign. You're in your power, that kind of thing. You're feeling yourself, right? And you are the Strength card. So like obviously, but with the Strength card, it's more of like a show of strength rather than like the Chariot. It was also a card of strength. But with the Chariot, it's more taking the reins and taking action and making things work the way you want them to. This is more of a kind of like people are kind of seeing your aura, seeing like what you do and kind of being like, oh, that's kind of something I want to be a part of, right? Or seeing like, oh, Leo is super strong. So that's awesome. This is leading to Pisces, so maybe you're dealing with a Pisces or you have Pisces in your chart. If you do, let me know in the comments below. But Pisces card here, the Moon, is all about sticking true to yourself here. We're getting a bit of a a lion is a big cat. We've got some dogs here, so a lot of animal presence so far. We've got the Armadillo Spirit as well here. But and we got a lobster. But this is sort of a card of sticking true to yourself, right? We're talking about setting healthy boundaries with the Armadillo Spirit. The Moon says you should stick true to yourself and stick to your own path, right? We got the 2 dogs on the side here, and each one kind of wants you to kind of go its way or the other. You could say the more feral dog is sort of to represent your wild side, your base instincts, kind of like what you want. And the domesticated dog is to represent sort of what society expects from you, what, the proper thing to do, that sort of thing. And each one kind of wants to pull you one way or the other, but you need to find that middle and go up that and follow your own path. So I like that. So far you're strong and you're following your own path. And it seems like with the Armadillo Spirit, like set your boundaries, set your boundaries. Don't set someone else's boundaries. Don't, kind of do what works for other people. Do what works for you. Set the boundaries that work for you, right? This is leading to in your future. We got a lot of major arcana here. We got the Judgment card here. This is about making a decision. You've made the decision and now you're enacting on it, right? With the Judgment card here. It's sort of like you going, okay, I've made the decision and now I'm going to do it, right? Like I'm committed. This is the path I'm choosing, right? So I feel like here you're setting your boundaries. You're being very true to yourself and you've made the decision, like the conscious decision to be like, this is what I'm going to do, right? And maybe this is a loved one or somebody new you've met that you need to set a boundary with. And you're like, you know what? I can't just keep going like this. I can't let them kind of maybe not sort of knowingly take advantage of me, or maybe not sort of like knowingly, or maybe they don't know, or maybe they do, but like kind of use you in a way that you're not comfortable with, or they treat you in a way you're not comfortable with, and this is you making that decision to be like, no, I'm had enough. Enough is enough, right? So I like that a lot. Can also represent a revival of something. So maybe not necessarily, like, I don't ever think you should go back to your exes, but it could be something like that where you kind of go back and start something over again, or give something another chance. So that could be there as well. But I feel like this is you setting your boundaries and being like, really like, maybe this person has treated me poorly so far, and now I'm finally going to be like speaking up for myself and be like, hey, here's the line in the sand. I'm done. You cross this again, we're over, right? That kind of a thing. So I like that. For an outcome card, we got the Five of Swords. This is a card of utter defeat. Actually, this came up in Aries reading as well. So again, another reason why you might want to go check that reading out. But with the Five of Swords, it's the other defeat of something. It's something utterly being crushed. Now, it could be you being utterly crushed or something else being utterly crushed. When I was talking to Aries about this, I was saying about how it feels like they were defeating the past version of themselves that was like, I'm not putting up with this anymore, and I would normally, in the same situation, let someone take advantage of me. It feels like for you, it's the same thing. It's kind of like, it feels like you're going to a point where it's like, I'm no longer letting people take advantage of me. I'm no longer letting people use and abuse me. I'm no longer letting people violate my boundaries. So that's awesome. And just utterly defeating that. Like, you're not taking any BS. And you're very strong here with the Strength card out, your card coming out here. That's just awesome, right? So I like that a lot. So we're going to get you some clarifiers here, Leo, in just a second. But before we do, if you could leave a like down below, appreciate that a ton. Helps out the channel a lot. You can also subscribe and hit the bell icon if you haven't already. You can also personalize that bell icon so that you only get notified when I upload videos that you want to see. And you, of course, can share this video with other Leos, get the word out, or whoever you want to share it with. And, of course, you can always check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising videos, even your Venus sign if you feel like it, and see what might all be coming for you in the week ahead. Hopefully everything's going good over there, too. But let's get into your clarifiers, all right? So, Leo, clarifying the Strength card, we got the Seven of Cups. There's a lot of ways you could go here, right? You have a lot of options. You're very strong at this time. So maybe you have a lot of potential suitors, right? Of course, this could be anything from like a dating app or just a lot of people you know in your life that you potentially want to start up a relationship with. If that's the way you want to go, again, maybe there's a lot of people that you need to set boundaries with too. Maybe there's a lot of people that have kind of taken you for granted for a while here, and you need to set boundaries with them. But you're strong enough, I feel, to set those boundaries. So that's awesome. Clarifying the Moon, we got the Nine of Pentacles. This is kind of independence. So march, again, like I said, march into the beat of your own drum. This is kind of sort of being on your own and independent and knowing that you're comfortable with that. Like maybe realizing that like you're a strong, independent person. You don't need a partner, right? That can be that kind of a way. With it clarifying the Moon here, I do feel like it's your independence. You're very strong at this time. And just saying like, you don't need these people treating you poorly. You don't need someone in your life like that. If they're going to treat you like that, you can be on your own and you can be comfortable being on your own. So I like that. Clarifying the Judgment card, we got the Eight of Cups. So walking away from something. Like I feel like this is you being willing to walk away from a person if they're not going to respect your boundaries. Like you've already made the decision, right? Like you're saying like, this is the line in the sand. Like I was saying, if you cross that, then I'm not dealing with you anymore. We're done. I will walk away from you. And I feel like you're committed to that. You're like, this is it. Like, this is your last warning. If you cross me here and I've given you ample warning, I've told you like how I feel, you're done with them. And that's awesome. I love it. Clarifying the Five of Swords, and we got the Judgment card coming up again. So again, you've made this decision. You're like, yeah, this is it. I'm not going to be like that anymore. I'm not going to let people treat me like that anymore. If they're not going to respect my boundaries, boom, they're done. They're out. They're defeated, right? I love it. I love it, Leo. That's awesome. So that is all I got for you this week, Leo. I hope that helps you out. Remember, you can always leave a like down below. You can subscribe, hit the bell icon, and personalize it if you haven't already. You can share this video with other Leos or whoever you want to get the word out to. And of course, you can always check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos, see what might all be coming for you in the week ahead. And I hope to see you, Leo, in the next video.